Bachelor only in Paradise once, and Bachelor in Paradise is scandalous. Hey guys, and welcome back to Kelly TV. I almost said it was crazy because yeah, it's that too. So we started off with what I thought was the very best part of the entire show. We wondered why Michelle K was like so excited to leave the show last week, and we find out that she actually hooked up with a crew member named Ryan. But it doesn't stop there because they kind of caught her on the in the act of this. Like a producer went to her room. She shows up like naked but wearing a towel, and the guy tries to escape. And the most hilarious part is that he jumps off a balcony, but he doesn't realize like how tall it is, so he like breaks something, I think his foot or something, and he ends up in the hospital. And I thought that was the best part of the show. It was a little downhill from there, but it was still good and it was still scandalous. Anyway, I just thought that was crazy. So we have like these new people showing up, which I think is going to be a recurring theme. Like we think that we lose people, but then we get new guys or new girls. And this week it was two new guys. The first one was Chris B. Oh yeah, it was that Chris B who came onto Andy's season and tried to like be a part of the season and act all crazy. BT dubs, he did say that that was all staged by the producers of the show, but who knows? No one likes this dude. And the guys are worried, and for a good reason, because they think he's going to play all the women and steal all the women. And yeah, he pretty much does all of that. So he gets a date card right away, and he chooses Claire, and they go off for a couples massage. And she's like, I think I kind of like this guy. Hold on just one second, Claire. So Robert is getting pretty jealous of Lacey's relationship with Marcus, since she's kind of dumped him and moved on to Marcus. And Marcus gets a date card and he picks Lacey, which is a no-brainer. And Claire and Chris think that, well, it looks like they've hit it off, but I think that Chris would just hit it off with anyone, so she needs to slow her roll there. Elise and Dylan really like each other, or so it seems. And then we find out that Elise thinks she's in love with him, and Dylan doesn't feel the same way. He wants to meet other people and thinks it's good if she meets/dates other people. Okay, we'll see how that works out. And Marcus and Lacey have a pretty good relationship, and he's slowly getting over Andy, thankfully, because obviously she's moved on. It didn't take her much time. So something is up with Chris B and Elise, because Elise wants to make Dylan jealous, so she's off making out with him in the water like an idiot. This is going to backfire. Yeah, it is. And, you know, Elise gets... She's made Dylan mad, obviously, with her antics, because he was like, yeah, I told you to go explore other people, not hook up with them. So Elise is really annoying to me, so I think it's kind of funny that she's doing all this stuff and that Dylan's like totally over it. And then another person shows up on the show. This guy is Zach, and he, I think, is a pretty cool guy. He gets a date card, and Claire gets to go on another date, and it looks like these two may actually have a chance after she's figured out that Chris B is a total jerk. So Chris is so rude, and I think Dylan's really hot, and he looks even better on this show than he did on Andy's season. And he says that he's fat, which number one is stupid and wrong, and he calls him a Matt Damon lookalike except fat, so he calls him Fat Damon. So that just kind of goes to show you what a jerk that Chris is. So Dylan asks Sarah on a date. Now, I really like Sarah. She's like one of my favorites. But she wants to be loyal to her BFF on the show, Elise. So she turns him down because she knows how heartbroken Elise would be. But then she talks to Elise, and Elise is like, no, it's okay. It's okay. You can go out with him, when secretly she doesn't really want them to go out. Well, like, they can go out, but just as friends. They can't actually like each other. So then Sarah changes her mind, and she's like, Dylan, yeah, we can go out. And they seem to have a pretty good time. But I think Sarah's pretty torn here because she still, you know, has loyalties to her friend. So the other big piece of drama in this episode is that Marcus somehow stumbles, or the producers lead him to a bag of Ben's, which has a letter in it from a girl, and it's like saying that she loves him. So he's like telling Markel that, hey, looks like Ben has a girlfriend. So they go and confront Ben, which, well, it's kind of an invasion of privacy, number one. But then again, Ben shouldn't come on the show with the girlfriend. And they ask him about it, and he was like, yeah, I met this girl 3 weeks before filming, but like we really have a huge connection, and she's saying she loves me. And yeah, it's all true. So then after he gets pressure from other people on the show, he's like, okay, whatever, Hollywood, I'm out of here. And he leaves. I mean, obviously he was in it for the paycheck and more fame. He's not stupid, but is that morally correct on his part? No, probably not. So it's time for the rose ceremony. Nothing too shocking here, except that when Elise offers Dylan her rose, he turns it down, saying he just wants a friendship. Then she goes off into this long babbling speech and makes herself look kind of stupid, which she's pretty good at doing. And then she picks Chris B, who happily takes her rose because, duh, he just wants to stay on the show. And because of all this, I mean, everyone else is kind of already paired off and there's no big surprise, but then it leaves Dylan all alone with no one. And sadly, one of my favorites has to go home. So that was sad. I didn't like that ending at all. What did you guys think about it? Over in Beamly, my friends were super sad to see Dylan go because they were all fans of his. And Beamly is a very cool and fun app that you can get on while you're watching your fave shows and you can talk about them live. I love it. Everyone loves it. If you're not joining us, then what are you doing? So I'm going to put that link right here down below. All you have to do is click on it. It's free and super easy to sign up. So do it today. And join us next Monday for the next episode of Bachelor in Paradise. So once again, thanks for watching this episode of Kelly TV. I hope you have a great day.